I trust all's well, sir. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I fear I've not useful to share.
This really is fine horsemanship. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to, no matter how they fascinate me. It isn't to be.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have...
Have you need of me? I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a... Look.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Spending gold to make gold.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Have you need of me?
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Go on, have a look. Business hasn't been the best for some time now. Many thanks.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. The oat is not widely known among the common folk.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home. Puts me in the mood for a song.
Peril on the roads puts us.
Barely scraping by.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under... Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount. Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir.
In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure. Any interesting tidings to share?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Yeah? What?
Wish I could go on an adventure. Mayhap I really would have been better off alone.
I've brought you a gift. Will you accept it?
Another day, another adventure.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. will come of today. I just know it. Not the price of
Fully placed, tail strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
No hurry to leave.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Our fortunes are looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
Say, have I seen you around?
Oh, could use a rest.
I know every place here.
Something good will come of today. I just know it.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I've no need of mice.
Nice to see everyone out.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward the timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Metza. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I'm not sure what got me out of bed this hour.
Well, Metza.
This isn't much to go.
I'm not sure what to do.
Fine wares.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
What am I to do? Ivanhoe's room is at
I'm not sure what.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
Cooperation is our strength. We face our
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to
I keep my prices as fair. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of...
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
I'm quite sure I wasn't but ox carts don't run, so was it a phantom then?
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tent. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Tis no great shock to me. Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own. You'll not believe the journey I've had. I'll wait.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
I'm in fine fettle today.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Heard of any ways to make some easy coin? No? Shame.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne. Hence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of... Not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave... 'Tis clear their concept of life and death.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't... That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you? Splendid! Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I... And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. And I would have each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to put enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Seeing as you're doing me a come, find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Right, let's get this delivered.
You don't need a permit to get into, but just hide in the back of an ox cart, it won't mind. You've got to avoid the guards, but it's easy enough. I should know.
The sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Whatever am I to do?
Everyone's as tired as I am.
Gerald, he was like
You're in need of a ride? 'Tis now or now.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here.
Rest all my equipment. While I've the chance.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
I'll take the night watch of the desperate penny.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
That is most fortuitous.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Let's see. Where to next? So tired. I've barely the vim to time.
I'll sleep like a lot.
Early for a rest.
Time to be heading up.
Lots to do, and precious
But
little
dreams
time.
Am I to
free,
do?
I say.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
What brings you here?
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters. But it would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt. So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like... Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me right. In we...
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
It's this way.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Now there's a thought.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Seems naught ever goes right.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he could.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
I will protect you.
Just in the nick of time. I thought I was done for.
Staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? Can't wait to find out what's inside. chest! Allow me to open it, Arisen. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
The enemy is upon us. Arms at the ready.
Still yourselves. You must remain calm.
Fear not. Fine display of skill. Ha! They are right to fear us.
Let them run. We need not waste our strength.
I thought I was done for.
It was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me,
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you... Anyway, I'm eager to be... The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal...
You'll hear no complaints from me.
'Tis our duty to protect our charge from harm.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Poison or
turn you into a pincushion! Consider me your bulwark.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen.
Much better now.
This foe is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
Knock its feet out from under it and strike air to recover.
Like together, like thinking.
shan't have much effect against this first.
I expected victory to be swift against such a foe. Where did we go wrong?
If we are to best this thing, we must do whatever we can to knock it off balance.
Interesting. I suppose we could try to tip the odds in our favour.
Quickly, Richard. You must regain your footing. We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you show.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Buffalo appears to have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
I shall lead the charge!
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now. And use them when the need arises. Why, 'tis a treasure in the... Truest sense.
Master, do take care not to throw it away by mistake.
never have any luck. Seems I never...
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Seems I never have...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items.
Another battle so soon! We only just pulled through the last one!
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Your ability to trip over nothing never ceases to amaze me. You'll not live to regret this!
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I presume we'll stop and rest. Twould be a waste not to.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanism. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Oh my!
I suppose I wouldn't have amounted to much anyway. Should have known it would end like this. Snuffed out in the blink of an eye. To be said.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Quite something indeed.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Always a pleasure.